What's up with y'all, man? Welcome back to the PSN Command. That was your boy Tone. I'm back with a video AGT to go to God for God turn out guys open doors and pay weight for all you wonderful people in Jesus. My name payments. Today's video. Um today's video is gonna talk about the Washington Commanders and their roster. And we got a bunch of free agents next year. We got 17 of them. 17 of them. I'm gonna talk about the guys that need to be here and the guys that can stay and the guys that can go after the first 7 games of this 2023 NFL season. So let's go ahead and get this started, man. So we got 17 free agents. One is Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel's had a really solid season. I like watching from Kirko. He's been very good. Uh, he definitely our number 2 receiver right now. Jahan Dotson been struggling mightily through his sophomore campaign. He's in a huge sophomore slump, and I'm definitely I'm definitely a little afraid of Jahan right now. I'm afraid for Jahan. I'm afraid. I not like what I've seen from Uno this year. Uno's been struggling, but Curtis is picking up the slack. I think he leads the team in touchdowns at the receiver position, and I like what he brought to the table this year. Shout out to Curtis Samuel. He definitely needs to be here. Jacoby Brissett can go. Montez Sweat needs to be here. Montez Sweat, the third free agent I'm talking about here. 5.5 sacks this year. Very, very, very good edge rusher. Not great by any stretch of the imagination, but he's good enough. And him and Chase have combined for 10.5 sacks this year. So I like what I've seen from Tiz and Chase. Hopefully, Tiz can be a little bit more explosive off the edge and have a couple extra moves, but can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's in year 5 now, so he is who he is. Chase Young needs to be here. I think Chase Young needs to be here. 5 sacks, very explosive. 2 sacks on Justin Pugh. He did what he was supposed to do yesterday. He spanked a plumber. He spanked the guy that's not going to continue to play on Sundays, and he did what he's supposed to do. So, Kendall Phillips, another guy, needs to be here as well. So, so far, I have Curtis Samuel need to be here. Montez Sweat need to be here. Chase Young need to be here, and Kendall Phillips needs to be here. So that's 4 guys that need to be here, right? Cameron Crowe absolutely needs to be here. Cameron Crowe's had a heck of a season. Still isn't creating the turnovers that I like he did in 2020. But nonetheless, I like what I've seen from Crowe for his 4 years here in Washington. I think Jeremy Reeves did get a new contract already. I'm not sure. I double check that. But I believe he had a contract extension already. I'm going to check real quick. Well, he's on a 1-year deal. Okay. So he's on a Jeremy Reeves need to be here. So so Jeremy Reeves need to be here. So he's too good for the team. Antonio Gibson, the fumbles, all that free agent here. Oh, he can go. Gibson can go. I wish him none but the best, but he can go. FAL Bada, I think he'll probably be here. Really solid edge rushing depth and very good when he's on the field. Cornelius Lucas will probably be here as well. Cody Barton can go. Khalid Hudson, we'll see. He'll probably be back on a 1-year veteran minimum deal, something like that. I can see that. Jay Smith-Williams, same with him, probably on a very, very veteran minimum deal. Casey Toohill, Joey Slack can go. Sadiq Charles can go. Tyler Larson can go. And that's pretty much about it. So it's about 7 8 guys on that list that can go, that can stay. But the rest of them can go. I don't even like what some of these guys are brought to the table. Joey Slack missing field goals consistently. We need a few things on this roster, and one of these things is a much better top 5 offensive line than we have. Our offensive line is absolutely putrid. I think our first round pick should be spent on a tackle and not a quarterback. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, Sam Howell ain't it? We need to have a quarterback. We need to have a quarterback." We'll get to the quarterback position specifically and what I would do if Howell isn't the guy, and what I think our draft position will be looking like at the end of the season, and why I don't think we can just draft a quarterback So we'll talk about that in later time. But right now, those are the guys we need to stay. So Cam, Kirko, Tiz, Chase, F.A. Obata, James Smith-Williams, Cody Cutson. Those are the guys to stay. The rest of them can go. Also, other guys that are currently on the roster that can also go. Pedarian Mathis can go. He's played 10 snaps in 2 years. I'm done. I'm checked out on him. I'm done. Who else? William St. Juice. I'm iffy on. Juice, man. Juice can maybe be here. Juice, man, may not be here. Forbes has to be here as a first round pick, so he'll have to be here at least another year or two. Let's see what he has. If he ain't there, he can go too. Jared Force can go. Percy Butler can go. Quan Martin will be here. David Mayo can go. Much faster than slow. David Mayo can go. Anyone not named Jamin Davis probably can go at linebacker, honestly. Nick Gates can go. I not like what I've seen from him in his first 7 games as a Commander. I want to see Ricky Stromberg, and you take him in the 3rd round. He's not even starting for you. That's another thing. This draft class that made no sense. He drafted a bunch of backup guys. I don't understand that. Paul Leno can go. So they gotta reshape this roster, man. It's about 25 guys that can be here. I'll name them all and why. Sam Howard, quarterback. Brian Robinson, Chris Rodriguez at running back. Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin, of course. And I would say Jamison Crowder at wide receiver. Yes, I'm including De'Ami Brown on that one. He can go too. De'Ami showed nothing in 3 years. He's had a game here and there, but you're a 3rd round pick, bro. Like, you need to do more than that. I'm not saying you need to be an absolute home run, but what the hell? You're not doing anything. Tight end, only Cole Turner can stay. Cole Turner can stay. He needs some burn. Logan Thomas can go. I'm done with Logan Thomas. I'm done with John Bates. I'm done with that experiment. Go get a complete tight end, and then go get it. And then Amari Rodgers can come back. So Amari Rodgers can also stay and come back off injured reserve. So that's 2 tight ends. You need a complete tight end. A team with those 2 guys, and then you can move on to tight end position. Offensive lineman, just Sam Cosmi, Cornelius Lucas, Andrew Wiley, if he can move to guard, an asterisk on that, right? And that's pretty much about it, man. Ricky Stromberg, that's 4 guys. Rest of them can all go. They're all either not good. Maybe Chris Paul. I want to see more of him, but I mean, that's apples and oranges at this damn point. Like, those 4 guys can stay. And Wiley only because you pay him a decent amount of bread and you kind of want that contract to work out. So maybe Wiley, but he has to play guard. And if he can't play guard, he can go. So that's pretty much about it for offensive line. This is just them 4 guys. Ricky Stromberg, Cornelius Lucas, Andrew Wiley, and who else as I said? Oh, Sam Cosmi. Sam Cosmi, Cornelius Lucas, Ricky Stromberg, Andrew Wiley. So that's those 4. Defensive line, almost all those guys can stay. All those guys have been pretty good for the most part. I like what the defensive line has brought to the table, especially Casey Hill, especially F.A. Obata come off the bench. I like what John Ridgeway's bringing to the table. Everybody but Fedarian Mathis can go. Everybody but Fedarian Mathis can stay. Fedarian Mathis can go. I'm done with him. Done with the experiment. A failed 2nd round pick, a waste of the 47th pick over on the damn draft. Next position, linebacker. Everyone but Jamin Davis can go. I'm done with them. Cornerback, Kendall Fuller can stay. I like what K Fuller brought to the table. Get up there in age. So maybe a shorter extension this time, maybe like 4 years, but maybe 3 years, $31 million, something like that, or 2 years, 21 and a half, something like that. I think that's fair for K Fuller. K Fuller's been solid. I like what K Fuller's been doing. Shout out to Kendall Fuller. I like Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller can stay. Forbes has no choice but to stay. He's the 1st round pick. That's about it, man. That's about it, bro. Like St. Juice can go. Done with St. Juice. I'm just done. I'm done with a lot of these dudes, man. I'm done. Done. I'm mentally checked out on this team for real. But St. Juice can go. Dane Johnson can go. Christian Holmes is a decent special teamer. He can stay. That's about it. Traquan slot, maybe. I don't know, but just nice dudes can go. Basically, K Full can stay. Uh, maybe St. Juice, if he can get his act together, can stay. I'll put him in the iffy. Ooh, shoot. St. Juice can probably go, but he's on the iffy right now. Rest of them can go with a corner position. Rest of them can go. Done with all of them. Danny Johnson, Christian Holmes can stay because he's a good special teamer, but that's about. And Forbes has no choice but to stay because we don't have a choice. He's doing a choice. Next, safety. Cam Crow needs to be here. I like what Cam Crow brought to the table. I like Quan Martin. I don't love Quan Martin, but I like what I've seen from Quan. Hit the Quan. Hit the Quan. Hit the Quan. Hit the Quan. And Jamie Reeves can stay. Percy Butler and Derek Forrest can go. So that's it. About 25 guys that can stay. The other 28 can go. Cam Cheeseman can go. Tress Way, of course, he stays. Joey Slide can go. That's it. I got for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment your thoughts on this complete reshaping of the roster. I do think that we needed a speedy back. Thinking that we're going to probably need a punt returner, unless Jameson Crowder's going to be there next year. I like Jameson Crowder as a slot receiver too. I still like Dax Milne, but I think he's a Ron Rivera pick, and they're going to probably move on from all the Ron Rivera picks that were late in the draft, and he's one of them. So, then, be easy. Comment your thoughts on this one.